And we are back. Welcome to another episode of the 2418 Show, aka your new favorite podcast,
aka your cousins on the side of your family you actually like.
I agree to that.
Because everybody don't like their cousins.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway, this is your guy Mo Love.
This is Avery. And this is Jasmine.
And before we get underway, I gotta give this to all of us. What was we supposed to do the other night?
Oh yeah. Phone call was apologize to something.
No.
Oh, take a picture. We did. We'll get into that a little bit later, but we went out together this past weekend, and we did not take a picture. We had perfect lighting where we were at. Yeah. On the inside, we had perfect lighting. We could have did that before production started. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was our day, and then also.
Yeah, I gotta get into this. I've been listening to a couple of episodes. We done said some shit.
Don't look at us. Look at them.
Especially you. Especially you.
Excuse me. I did not say anything about Snow White.
Okay, well that's
blasphemous. I didn't talk about you two all I want to, but I'm not talking for Disney.
Okay, well, I would like to apologize to anyone who enjoys Caesar salad. I can never have another one ever again, thanks to Jazz decided to just express how creamy the salad is and where the dressing comes from.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you gotta tune into last episode we put out. Which actually was the highest viewed episode we put out thus far.
Almost 200 views.
Yeah, like what, a day or two or something like that. So thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Cause we kind of new to this. Well, we've been doing it for a while. But also, this will be in the journey.
Also, sign up for I'm taking bets on how long it takes before we get hurt to start roasting each other and just like get you sitting there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to just do it today.
So she already starting to show up with a lie, okay?
I'm gonna show you guys how they will bully me. Never.
I'm not about to fall for that. Anyway,
never. I'll be very neutral.
Back to the apologies. I want to apologize to any Disney fans in the community for implying that Snow White, while she was with them 7 little people, had every hole filled. Hands is holes too. As someone once said.
I did that on a shirt.
Hands is holes.
Hands is holes too.
Hands is holes. I gotta apologize for that. I'm sorry, Disney. I love your app for all the Marvel stuff and all that. I didn't mean to imply that Snow White was getting ran through. I also want to apologize to State Florida. I know we pick on y'all a lot.
Because y'all pick on us. What?
I know we pick on y'all a lot. Y'all gotta stop doing stuff for us to talk about. That's all I'm saying.
I was gonna say it's definitely not our fault that every time we
I don't want to keep talking about y'all.
It's either one of 2 states. It's Florida or it's what? And see how y'all both knew? Like that.
And I got to apologize to the state of Texas. Because, like Florida, we don't want to pick on y'all, but y'all got to do better. And last but certainly least, this whole apology. I want to apologize to John Marie.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I'm about to explain. Let me explain. I know we've gone in on you.
You mean you went on what? Don't start. Don't start. Go ahead.
I know we went in on you on more than one occasion, and I understand that I'm not from this era, so I understand that you new Negroes have to brag about the dumb shit you do on social media. I'm from a time where people just did stuff in silence, but that's obviously not you new niggas, so I apologize for you doing the dumb shit that you're doing, and for me feeling some kind of way about it, because I think shit's stupid, but do you. If you want to go ahead and be on Instagram with a gun, by all means, do you.
That is not an apology. That's not. That is the opposite of an apology.
I thought I was sincere. I was more sincere than him.
You act like somebody saying, listen, I'm sorry you took it that way, you took it personal, and I'm sorry if you felt like I feel
My apology was more heartfelt than the bullshit he got me in the face the second time he got in trouble.
I mean, it's just what it is. He made it. It's his publicist.
You know what his apology was?
Some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's a new one. That's a new one.
Definitely.
So, what do you guys want to get into first?
So,
What you want to get into first?
let's actually talk about what we did like last weekend and talk about
You mean this past weekend?
I thought you were saying what we did last summer.
We don't want to know what I was doing last summer, but anyway, but we went to a play this past weekend. Avery had told us about this, I want to say a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Put the bug in our ear. We have not really gone out together since we started doing the podcast. We used to try to go out like to dinner at least once or twice.
It's like a pandemic for us to get together. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's true, but it is.
We didn't hang out until the pandemic.
No, we didn't. Which is funny, you know. But we finally did a little outing together. We went to go see a play by, what's the director's name again?
John Graves. Let's give him applause for his little production.
He got a But if people who don't know, he's a Philly native. Can you give a little background on him, on how you met him, how you knew him, how you got into it, stuff like that?
So the first time I met the play and John Grace himself, that's when the first time my sister and her friend Chris was in the play. And the first time I saw the play was called the No Name Play. And me and my mom went to see them in this play. And when I first saw it, didn't know what to expect, didn't know how it was going to come down. And next thing you know, the acting, everything, the singing. And the first time I heard them singing, I'm looking around on the stage because I'm like, okay, where's the mic?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see no mic.
Mm-hmm.
They're singing.
They're projecting.
They were projecting their voice so greatly that I'm like, where's the mic? I don't even see a mic in here. Where is this? And it got my attention from there.
Right.
So when I first saw that, it was so good that I said,
how long ago was that?
Like 3-4 years ago.
Okay.
When I first saw the play, and I was like, I'm going inside of the play. And what he does is he does courses. So there's like an acting course, there's a singing course. Like he do programs like you could come in and you don't know how to sing, he'll teach you how to sing, teach you how to act, teach you how to do dancing because he does all of it. Writes his own play, writes his own, all the songs, it's all from him, the sound, everything, that's all John. And I built from that because he's a genius. And first time I met him, I did the singing course and learned how to sing, stuff like that. First time. And I was so damn nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
You?
Yes. I was nervous because what he did was he told you, okay, sing right now. And you had to, and as a singer, you have to learn.
Twinkle, twinkle. No, I'm joking.
But
you gotta sing a song on the spot.
You have to sing a song right on the spot.
You could.
It took me a minute. I had to really think.
Well, when you're in front of somebody who can sing, you probably like, do I sound okay? Do I sound a little toned
No,
down?
I'm just saying that because I already breaks out to a song whenever we do it.
But it's different from you singing it from
your friends.
And then when you got somebody who does this before and be like, all right, sing right now.
Right.
And you have to have at least 3 songs top of your head on at all times.
What song do you sing?
On the wings of love.
Yeah. I think the first
Stop.
How do you know that song?
I know a lot of songs. You'd be surprised.
That one was way before your time.
I know a lot of songs that were way before my time.
Ooh. And you asking what the first song was song?
Yeah. Was it Purple Rain?
And what we have is much more than they can see.
Oh, so much fun.
No, actually, no. It's kind of bad because the first song that came in my mind was Friday Night right before we.
Oh, hell no! Hell no!
Right? No, was before all this.
Yeah, that was years ago. I know.
It was all before that, so I just did it. He was like, okay. He said, you're a little nervous, but we're going to get you back together. And then, because I did the program, because I did the singing course program, he was like, all right, everybody who's here, you got to do an audition. I'm like, wait, what? Like,
who we auditioning in front of?
With John, I had an audition for another because he was doing the next play, and I was in that play, and it was no name. It was called No Name Part, but it was part 2 or part 1, and that was to talk about the revelations. And I was in the scene that I was the person who got left behind and didn't know where everybody was at. That Jesus coming for a second time and take people.
And you start singing.
And we start singing. We had a whole scene, choreographed, everything. So I did a play. It was good.
Was there some new edition type choreography?
No. No, he had his whole. It was a whole. Sorry. No, it wasn't none of that. But it was just more like, okay, like you gotta learn where your spot is. You gotta know we gotta go right here. You gotta act.
Was it like praise dancing?
I wasn't on the further down lines of his play, but some of them does do a lot of not even praise dancing, I should say, but it was more of like dancing of like you would have to see.
A lot of his plays have biblical undertones.
Right. So I can't really explain like the dancing part, but you would have to see like when next time he does Moses, you would have to come.
It seems like an interpretive dance. I know what you're talking about. About like interpretive is more about emotions. Not necessarily like hitting the crowd, be like cat, but it's
emotional, and you can feel. And sometimes when you're in that theater, you can feel the presence there, and sometimes it could hit you differently. So, but we come back to here talking about the play called The Perfect.
Oh yeah, that was the play title that we went to go see this past weekend. So we all bought our tickets. We all showed up on time, which was great, which was lovely. And honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I read the description online. I still didn't know what to expect because it was kind of vague. But I like that it was vague. I kind of like going into things not knowing
what to expect. And that's the one thing I did tell y'all. Like when you first see his play, I'm like, y'all, be prepared because a lot of things that he does, you're not going to be ready for. And there's going to be certain things he's going to talk about that a lot of people are afraid to talk about or who are in that particular predicament and don't know how to get out or like don't know what to do. So, like, and I told y'all, like, look, don't be surprised if it goes left or it gets dark real quickly in the beginning.
It went left from the time it started.
But to me, it went real. Like there was no fluff in between. It was just like
it hit you. It wasn't like how most plays the difference. I think John said on this is the difference between regular plays and his plays. The regular plays you hear it and it slowly gets to the point. It's not like John's. It just hits you right there, and you be like, wait, what the hell just happened? And sometimes when you get so intense into his plays, sometimes you're afraid to blink because you feel like you're going to miss something if you blink. And
that's why I felt like the first 20 minutes of it, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but I like that he started it that way. It's kind of like when you watch a movie and they foreshadow what's going to happen later on. Like they start at the scene where somebody was murdering somebody. You're like, what happened?
That's one thing I like about it. Like how they would get to a certain point in the story and then go back and tell them how this person got to where they are, or this person got to where they are. So I thought that was dope.
So the synopsis of the story is it was supposed to be 5 or was it 4?
5 criminals.
There are 5, let's say regular people who happen to live, not so great lives, I guess, or have a criminal past, or
they've done something that they regret.
Yeah, they've done something, I guess, pretty physically harming to people, or just not the greatest decisions they made. And so they have a chance to redeem themselves by becoming like guardian angels. Right.
Yeah, to the family of trying to help a dysfunctional family, but each person they was helping, it was kind of a reflection of themselves.
Yeah.
To be able to be that subconscious of saying, yo, don't do this. This will lead you to this good path. But you have to accept yourself and say, yo, I wish I had somebody who could tell me that. Now I have to tell somebody this, and I don't know how.
And it's almost like they got to see what wrong path they were taking by looking at someone else, and they had to, excuse me, they had to come to terms with that. This person is just like me. I'm no better than them. They're no better than me. Even though it's easy to look at people and be like, oh, they're messed up. They fucked up. And when you get to learn the stories behind why people are the way that they are, it's like, oh, we're more similar than we are different. So they had to kind of dig deep within themselves and try to help these people. But it was real deep though. Like they couldn't really see these people. It was kind of like it was very spiritual. It was very like faith ridden. Like it wasn't like they could see it's hard for us to explain. It's hard for me to explain. You would have to see it.
You would have to see
it. You would have to see it.
My thing is this: if you want to see, you would have to see it in order for us to understand what we're talking about. And it's like for somebody who's very religious, you could actually like I was able to understand it for early game, like why they say they're looking like they're seeing this person acting, but they can't really go and grab them and say, "Yo, stop." They have to sit here and watch it and like, "Yo, don't do this." Like, and this whole play, it made me hit, and then it was like, I'm not saying we all have that person, but I feel like sometimes if you saw in the audience, there's somebody in the audience was in that same position, or someone was in somebody knew was in that same position, and they just didn't know how to get out. So when you see that play, and I'm just looking like, oh shit, like there's been times I sat there was like, oh shit, they hit me, and like I'm gonna say this right now. The one character I say that hit me, that I was somewhat in that same position predicament what's her name? June. I see June as myself because I was kind of in that same predicament, right? And so I seen that, and I was like, damn, that's me. And sometimes you have to like.
And you had never seen this play before.
Yeah, I've never seen this play before.
And mind you, guys, this was a play that he had wrote 10 years ago, performed 10 years ago. He had most of the cast reprise their role, come back 10 years later. There were a few new people who were there. So for him to be able to have favorite plays and to be able to bring them back said a lot about him and his writing. But go ahead.
His creativity, everything was one thing I loved, but I seen June as myself, and I'm just like, damn, holding burden, didn't know how to be upset, attempted suicide. I seen that.
Right.
So that was like, oh shit, like she's me, and I had to like, I'm not perfect. She's not perfect, but we're perfect in every way. But we need something at the end of the day. You need guidance for someone to help you, and that's how I saw that. And sometimes I'm like, at one point, I almost got emotional because I was like, oh shit.
Almost, I did multiple times.
Yeah,
My man scared was running.
You cried. I wasn't expecting that.
No,
if only people know how sensitive I am on it. So,
but the one thing is, I want to ask everybody in the room, like, what did you think about the play? Who was your favorite character?
Ask Mo, because like he was a little quiet.
Yeah, like
I'm just listening to the conversation.
like I
wouldn't go to
everybody in the room. Like I would go.
Hold up.
Oh,
What is this? 20 minutes? You barely made it 20 minutes before we start doing what we do.
We didn't start anything. I just said we should speak a piece.
but I was
What is it you want me to answer?
like, what was your what you think about this play personally? Would you recommend anybody to see this play? Or who was your favorite character? What scenes that you like the most? Or what
Well, actually, we just think about what scene I like the most. It was the scene where June's guardian is trying to figure out what she can do, what she can say to her, and Nathan walks up and is like, listen to her. And she's like, I can't hear anything. Listen to her. And then she starts hearing all the pain and stuff that she's in, and then she starts to figure it out. She's got too much trauma. She's taking on everybody's burden, and they like now comfort her. And I just thought that was dope. I'm like, yo, he's right. Stop trying to figure out what you can do in the moment and just listen to what she's going through. By the way, Nate was my favorite character, by the way, because
he was my favorite character. So
I like how he saw the bigger picture in that. Yeah, you're helping them, but you're getting redemption for yourself by helping them. And the reason why you're perfect for this is because who can relate to someone better than someone who's actually going through something similar, right? So
it's safe to say he was like he had like passed on, right? Or like he was
he passed on.
He was dead. Okay.
But and then
he was an angel. It was a very spiritual play. Like if somebody kind of listen to this and be like, huh? But it was real deep. It was real spiritual. It's something you would have to have seen.
You would have to
yeah.
You would have to go there, sit there, and see it for yourself to get that message across. Yeah. And like, I'm not gonna lie, there's been times that like I have to like even after we seen the play, I have to like on the way home. When I was driving home, I literally the whole way just thought about the whole process, the play from start to finish, and I'm like driving, but I'm like in my mind, I'm visualizing the whole scene from start to finish, like actually, like I'm seeing it again. I'm just like, damn, like that shit was deep.
Yeah, I love Nino is my favorite character too. I liked him. I feel like I could relate to him in the sense of like they were all trying to quit, and he was trying to keep it together, and he didn't give up.
Like I was telling you before you got here, I knew one person was gonna quit. I knew who it was even before it got through everything. So I'm like, yo, I know dudes like Brandon. He ain't trying to hear all that. He out.
Right.
Because actually, I was not gonna lie, because when I first saw Brandon and when he was acting, I'm like, damn. The shit that he said, it was almost like a picture of you for a second.
Why?
No.
We're gonna get into that after.
It was not like in a negative way, but like not in that negative way, but it was more of like how he just thought of like, oh, I'm gonna have sex with every girl I see. And I was like, and then I was like, well, damn, this almost
get it, your MO.
But I wouldn't say it was like I'm just saying because it was like some stuff you said, but as you was younger, but I was like, well, damn. I said I can't really put him as Brandon because he already changed his ways, so he already saw him.
But it was something he could probably relate to.
In a sense, he could relate to. He looked at me, I didn't say anything. But I'm not trying to come at, but I'm not coming at you. But it's just
people love to say when they come at you. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
But like I said, like the movie, the play, it was just excellent, and then I didn't expect the whole singing at the end. So
that was my favorite part. They performed. We was all sorry. We thought it was over. We all got up. It was like, sit down. They all. You wasn't standing up already?
No.
Oh, you were sitting down. But they. Hey, I'm new up here. Don't be on hard time. But they stood up and did a number where they were singing. And boy, the words touched my heart. And just when I thought my tears had stopped, like, oh, they started again. I was like, oh my God. I had thug tears falling down. It was okay. It was okay. It felt like in that moment it was just me and God in the room. And I was being spoken to. And I was just like, whoa! It was like, it was a message I needed to hear because, and then you know what? Even the post-production, because we're having post-production, all the cast, it was like, what, maybe like 9 or 10 of them, they went to chains, they were all in their outfits, they were very colorful and bright and just different people. And then John had came out and was just talking. And I love that because it was very intimate. You rarely ever get to hear people who are like producers and directors really talk about their work, what it means, what you intended for people to get from it, and to break it down. The message of, I love what he was saying about, when you focus too much about what's wrong with you, that's all you think about. You fill your head with negative thoughts instead of focusing on what's right with you. And sometimes what's wrong with you is what's right with you. And it was just I love
and
that.
then every time you
I
look
like
at it, it always hits, and I'm like, and sometimes it be like in my head, I be like, damn you, John, because you hit the message that I wanted to hear.
you could tell, like it just flowed from him. Like you know how some people like they come out and they talk and it seems like unnatural or rehearsed. He was just flowing. He was flowing and talking about that. You know, none of us are perfect, but our imperfections are what make us unique, what make us who we are, and will make us relatable to each other and to help each other. And if I can see something wrong in you, there's also something wrong with me. Like I can help you, and at the same time, you're helping me. But it was really nice. It wasn't what I was expecting. It was better. It was so much better, and I really enjoyed it. And I did not feel the crowd.
Another round of applause for them.
They did their thing. It was amazing production. It was
shout out to the whole cast.
Right.
Y'all all were phenomenal.
It was small and intimate. Can you tell people where they can go and support or website for him?
So the website he got a Facebook, Instagram, is JGP Production. You find him on Facebook or Instagram because every day he always has something going on. It'll be a custom night, or they have a party featuring but like drinks and food. They'll come out, they'll do other people, they'll sing and they'll dance. There'll be some.
Don't say free drinks.
I know.
Right. Yo, some music's gonna be alcohol here. This is bullshit.
Free drink.
No, there's no free drink.
For my cup.
No, but it's like then there'll be some days he will have like it'll be dance classes he'll bring in. He'll have like ballet lessons. Like there'll be people who would like choreography. They'll have a hip hop class, or they'll have Afrobeat class. They'll have African dance and stuff.
Hip hop class. What's 50 bars?
Not that hip hop.
Dance, hip hop dance, not rap going.
Yeah.
But
it's so much fun. Like and then like now I will say something because I remember one of the audience would did ask about like, hey, you think you can see yourself on the TV production and stuff like that? And I want to answer that because I have thought about that. Would it be good for him to be on the TV? Like we see on TV or something like that, or a movie there? It would be great. But I will say this. I'll be more afraid of that because I think a lot of people won't be able to get the message that's in them out unless you really know spiritually what's going on. Because if you were in the movie theaters, most of the time we just sit there talk about the scene, stuff like that. Sometimes we may not get the message right then and there. And sometimes if you try to put it on the theater, like let's say he does put it on the theater on TV or a movie and someone read the script. Somebody might go in and try to be like, I don't want you to talk about this. Or no, I don't want you to talk about that. You need to take this out. No. Like I feel like that.
It depends if it's on like regular TV or on cable.
Right. So like certain things that he has to take out, and I felt like no, like leave it because some things needs to be talked about.
That's on Stars. It'll be cool. But Stars don't give a fuck. They can show anything on Stars. Yeah.
But other movies, you gotta be very careful because sometimes they're like, oh, this is too graphic, or too graphic or too deep or something like that.
Right.
Like you have to understand, like his whole message is you have to throw it out there, and sometimes you may have to see it. Now, will we ever think there will be a part 2 to it? We don't know. But there'll be a good. Like I'm already thinking, if he does a part 2, he could just leave it. Just a suggestion, John. Part 2 of The Perfect, it could leave off with Bill. Now, let's really ask about this question. In the beginning, everybody, I know all of us, we was mad at Bill. We was wishing we was going to put hands on him our game self. But
you can kind of explain his character to them.
So,
people don't really know.
So the character, I forgot his name, but there was a character named Bill who was a drunken alcoholic that he was his wife. Yeah, he was beating on his wife, and he was
not Bill.
Yeah, So he was beating on his wife. We're unemployed, such this, that, and third, calling her a fat bitch, go up there, kill her again.
Why your face?
Yeah, they did that too.
But if
No, because you.
Stop trying to blame me. Anyway, just tell me.
like he was calling her a fat bitch, well, she was cooking my food, you left me with cold food, you don't love me. He was literally beating on her. And as you could see, like it was starting to, what was her name? Lauren. And she just, you saw on her face like she just want to kill him. She want to kill him. She want to get out. And I think everybody felt bad again because like in that scene when she was about to kill Bill, I think we saw everybody was like, yes. Now, like when Lauren was about to kill Bill, we was all shouting like yes.
I said you shot it. That's God's will. Just let that happen.
Yeah, let it happen. No, do not let go. I know everybody was like, yes, do it. I'm like, oh my God, go.
And again, it couldn't happen. That's not right.
It's not right. So,
neither was what happened to him after that. So, anyway.
Sure.
Always have to one that focus on the thing.
You just said it wasn't Christian like.
If she would have killed him, I'm saying she don't need to kill him.
Yeah, because somebody else did. Let's not talk anymore about the play. Because I don't want to give away too much. But I can't say go see it because it's not. It's the last night was Sunday.
But he might do it again. So.
I would say just look it up. Maybe you should. I don't know who actually record these things or have a little bit on YouTube. I don't know, but I would say just look him up. And anything that he does, just trust and believe it's good because we approve of it.
Like, would you recommend any and one more question before we go to the next topic? But would you recommend anybody in your family?
Absolutely, I know my sister would love it.
I wanted to see my wife do it after seeing it.
You can show her number. But
see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm
okay,
being good.
But
But John, thank you again for this play.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were amazing. We spoke to him for a little bit afterwards. He's a really nice. He's a really enlightened person. I can tell not saying he's been through a lot necessarily, but I can just tell he's very knowledgeable. He's very creative. He's not afraid to go left and go outside the box. He's not afraid to talk about controversial topics.
He gave me my new favorite phrase. Life be life. I've been saying that ever since Saturday. Life be life.
He didn't say that though. Somebody else did.
Whoever said it. It's
the girl, June, the lady who played June, she said that. She said that. And then the boy after they who played Brandon, who is the total opposite of Brandon in real life. We all saw. I was like, wow, he's so nice.
That's the power of acting.
Yeah, he made me not like him. And then the girl who was crying, oh my God, Lord, like somebody get her a tissue. Somebody get her the ass.
Oh, Charlene. I would give my shout out to her. I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. It's been a while since I last seen you.
Oh, you know her? Okay.
Yes, she was the one I didn't play with her. But for you to hold that tears and that sadness.
No, just to hold that like that shaking up.
She cried the whole damn play.
The whole I'll give you
shout out to you.
You did that for 2 hours straight and didn't let go. I was like, yo.
Like, after a while, I was like, damn, she ain't done crying yet. Like, God damn. How many? You can't have no more tears after that.
Yo, but sometimes you have to learn, and that's what he does when you come to acting class. You have to learn to cry. Sometimes he will tell you, cry right now. And you have to be able to just shed a tear. And sometimes it's hard to shed tears like that. And the only way for you to do that, you have to take yourself to a place where you had to cry or you was upset to bring that back. And sometimes people don't do that because they, us men, we should say, if we show fear, it's a sign of weakness as a man.
Right.
But sometimes it's hard for us to do that. But like I was saying, for Brandon, we had no problem cussing.
Right.
It's the thing. So I'm like, John, I'm gonna go. Just let me know when you're doing Moses. I'm there to see it.
I was gonna say, you did a part the Red Seas?
Well, if you want to come in, I ain't no problem jumping in.
Do you remember who your character was when you were in it?
I was just a side character. I was a character who I pretend I didn't do most of I did a lot of I was a character that I was a hardworking man, and
I was working man. Sorry.
so I had to create my own character. So I was a side character. So I made myself some name as James, who I was taking care of my grandmother, working hard, supporting my grandmother, and then that's why my grandmother was missing.
Working for the man every night and day. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. And then people like saying, rolling, rolling. And I'm like, what's the second song? You were cold as ice. Baby.
I wasn't very.
I swear, I hope I pulled that stuff.
Yeah, baby.
Till you kissed my dick and you turned on my
Thank you, baby. How are you, baby?
Wow.
Well, I've just been doing the same thing.
No.
Remember what I used to.
This is for me and her.
Since I know good well, y'all pulled that was up. Oh, Lord.
But yeah, we love to play. Shout out to John. Shout out to his production. I will be supporting in the future. I love just seeing a room full of Black people being creative, being free, and being able to express themselves and not be the typical. Like, it was typical to our lives, but at the same time, the message behind it was very powerful, and it wasn't something so like, oh, it's another drug dealer show, or it's another, it just was something different. I mean, do you believe it's a drug? Exactly. So, to plays and performances, we want to talk about. We're going to talk about the Usher concert.
Usher's a damn mess.
And we're going to be talking about, of course, the infamous Keke Palmer situation.
Usher's a damn mess.
But this happened, like a week or two ago? I just feel like it's been a blur. Keke Palmer and some friends of hers, it looks like her family, they went to the Usher residency, the My Way residency that he has in Vegas, which seems like it's been going on for like almost a year or two. She likes it my way, my way, my way. Oh, girl. She keep running back to see me do it my way, my way, my way. Oh, I say no, and I'm in control, baby. Sing it. They call H-E-R-R-A-Y-M-O-N-D. Let me tell you what you want to do. Damn thing. I just spelling your name. No,
that's one of my I'm about to go her this concert.
But anyway,
that man is a menace.
She was at a concert. He came to her. He sang to her. He's done that with a plethora of other women. That's just part of his show. She was wearing
like Sweetie.
Yeah, but Sweetie, I think she was drunk. Because she had them dark glasses on, she was like, I ain't trying to sing no song and mess it up. I would have did the same thing. Like, I am not singing. But Keke Palmer had on this sheer dress. It had like a leotard onesie underneath it, which maybe like ballerina or whatever gymnast would wear.
But her whole
her ass was not out. The bottom of the butt, like I said, if you're a gymnast or whatever, it's the same type of butt. And then she had something shared over it.
But she looked good, right?
And her child's father, her her child's father, Darius, I don't know his last name. I ain't gonna look it up. I'm not gonna give that dude no time. He had an issue and had to comment the outfit. You are mom. Like, what the hell was that supposed to mean? But it's definitely given. I'm jealous and I'm insecure that Usher sang to my girl, and also the fact that she's getting a lot more attention from guys now.
Okay, so no one even knew who he was until this whole shit happened.
No.
Like,
few people knew,
but as of when we found out she was pregnant the first time, we didn't know who was the father yet because we were still trying to figure out. I'm like,
apparently he's like a personal trainer or something. I don't know where he came from. I don't know.
But my thing was this: the first time I found out she was pregnant, I'm like, who's the daddy? Who knocked her up? Like that was the first. I'm trying to find out what happened. But then when we found out it was Darius, I'm like, okay, who's he?
Yeah, we all know somebody named Darius, right?
Right, but we didn't know who he was.
actually,
I know. It's such
a common name.
But what was I gonna say? He had an issue with that. Instead of voicing it to her, why do people go to why?
That was his first mistake.
You could have literally picked up the phone, called her, but the thing is, you did it on purpose because you wanted to embarrass her and you thought people would get green, which was some people probably did. But the internet always wins, and you have to remember that. You have to remember.
And you have to understand, you had Keke Palmer's fan base was riding with her when she was like on Disney Channel and shit like that. It was the first time we saw her at 13.
Akila and the Bee.
Come on now. The first time we saw her, so she had a fan base when she was young. So you think that you was want to disrespect her or trying to shame her, and her fan base was not going to come after her?
But this is another thing I have an issue with is that he doubled down and sent out another tweet. Oh, I'm a man with a family and I have morals. And then when you scroll back, you look at the pictures he posted. He's in his drawers. The pictures he's posted of her when she was first pregnant, half naked, and then the video of her working her butt and being like, "Oh, my son made her think of her body, whatever." So it's okay when you want to objectify her and you want to share something, but when she's out with other people enjoying herself and you're at home with the baby, you feel like, well, that's how he was feeling.
Well, she's not wrong.
I'm not saying he is.
And it's just like, I feel it's weird how certain people kind of control people in relationships. Like, okay, it's cool for you to post inappropriate pictures of her being half naked, but when she's fully dressed and looking sexy, you have a problem with it. And then she's getting serenaded by Usher.
I mean, that's Usher.
You can't do nothing with Usher. And then it brought up
don't need to get around me, true player for real.
That's what they
for real. Like, you can't get mad at that. He told you in the song what he was going to do.
Situation will arise. The video, you know,
celebration with the guy.
Whoa.
I sacrifice because I knew you could not without it.
Oh, love you. You was my boy. You're like, okay. But either way, so who would you be comfortable with your significant others being serenaded by someone? At a concert?
Like, look, my wife has made it no secret that she is a huge fan of Rodney. So I know if we go to a concert and he starts serenading her, all I can do is sit back and shut the fuck up.
Right.
Shit, remember, I just went to Janet. Shit, I want the same thing.
Now, in that same token, if Janet pulled me up on stage and do what she was doing the old boy on the YouTube video, she just gonna have to sit back and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo,
it's equal opportunity.
Exactly.
Look, I would have no problem with Janet.
So isn't it hilarious that the Boondocks predicted this with the Usher thing, right?
Yeah.
Correct. What was it, Tom and the Girl?
Yeah.
Y'all think Darius is a Tom?
Smile. Just smile at me.
I know it's a real song. Oh, yeah, it's a real song. The whole new. Yeah, that's how old I go back. That's it.
And then, my favorite line, my favorite scene of Boondocks is when he did the Let It Burn. And he really did the whole choreography.
No, and then when his wife was like, wait, are you doing the music video thing again? Oh, I gotta go buy it.
and then all you heard was Robbie saying,
Stop! Shut the fuck up! Stop! What you about? Stop!
Now,
Shut the fuck up!
Sorry. Since we going to Boondocks, we gotta talk about the movie world here. Being free from prison.
I like you. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Choice is yours.
So, what's his real name so I can get it?
Elise Johnson.
Elise Johnson. Alright. So,
At least not be done.
That's fine.
I
because I was the only one who thought about that too. Because I was thinking that too.
Stop trying to play. Yo, I'm power of attorney over this. Stop trying to play me. Anyway,
that was for both of y'all.
You couldn't think of it.
That was for both of y'all.
No, because I did say.
See how he bullies me?
No, I said
I just said that was for both of y'all.
Because I thought of it too.
At least not you.
So we've been seeing this. I've seen this all over Twitter. And
can you guys explain to the audience who the Booty Warrior is and why he is called in fact?
So if you saw the episode of the Boondocks entitled "The Booty Warrior,"
hold up, but there was another one before they did that. It was MSBC. It was a
MSNBC.
Yes, it was a show that's called Raw and Real with.
Sorry,
I forgot the name of the I can't remember. I forgot what the show was.
Raw and Real.
I forgot what the show was, but they was like showing people in jail and they was having full conversations.
No, not jail.
Jail.
Hard prison.
Hard prison. And you had like real inmates.
Oh, yes, right, and he was one of them.
Right, he was one of them. So that's the first time I saw that.
He was going in talking about how I'm assuming he was doing some time in jail. Now, the difference is, do you think he had booty before jail or was it just after jail?
No, I think.
Because he can be booty by before
he got his way in jail.
Oh, yeah?
No, because he said he was in jail since he was like 15 or 16.
This dude was on that interview talking about how important booty was. He was putting it over and eating and shit. I'm like,
yeah, he said,
you can eat booty if you ever get hungry.
He said, shut up. Because he said,
we continue.
Yeah, so.
and then the string continues. She did it again.
Okay, I am not ready for that. But he did say that. He was like, booty is more important than food, booty is more important than everything. And he's like, if I see somebody I like, and he says that, and I want you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
So he basically was talking about how he terrorized people. If he wants your booty, he gonna have it. And then you guys are saying he was turned out because of prison, which makes sense because he was in there for such a long time.
And I'm worried.
He really says that. He is a warrior. So,
what would you guys do in that position? Would you fight for your life or would you just take one for the team?
If you want this ass, you gonna have to fight for it. Fuck that.
I ain't fighting for sure. Tie you up.
Well, anyways, further down, I think.
I'm not gonna make it easy for you to get.
Come over here, light skin. You're looking like some fresh butter that I want to spread on my bread.
Yeah.
Be quiet, brown sugar.
Wow.
I'll put you in my
Brown sugar? Okay.
Brown sugar, babe. I get some love. How to behave.
Can I borrow some brown sugar?
I want some of your brown sugar.
Yes.
But anyways, I don't know when he got out. He's married now. So they did an interview. Like, I don't know who did this interview.
He's married to a woman?
Yes.
This is my thing with her.
Hold up, but I say this. He's married to a woman and everything. And they asked him, and he said, they asked him, do you miss prison? Because there is thing out there. Like most prison people who have been in jail and got out, sometimes they can't function outside the real world, so they have to come back in. Mm-hmm. But you would think he will say like, I do sometimes miss prison, or he like, I know I love my life. But he literally said, like, he turned around and said, "Oh, I miss booty." Like he literally admits that he said, "I."
Like he can't get it outside of prison.
No, but the crazy thing is, he told his wife everything.
But this one we really get into. That's my thing with her.
Right.
You saw how he was in jail.
Racist?
No.
You saw how he was in jail. He flat out admitted on national TV how much he is infatuated with booty. Why would you think he would change once he was on the outside?
Booty. I don't think it's more of the change, because he even said it like, now he did say, he said, when I go out and cheat, no, I love her. So I was like,
I'm not going to cheat on you, girl, but I'm dreaming about man booty.
But if you down for a threesome with another man, I'm not opposed to the idea.
And by threesome, I just mean you watching.
So God damn you. But my thing was this. He said it, and it makes me wonder sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me wonder, like, hey, does he even try doing the movie with the wife? And she say the same thing.
He's just a threesome.
Oh yeah,
man.
It's like it don't feel the same. Nothing smacking me back.
Yo.
I'm just saying, you know that conversation has come up.
I'm gonna take my hand to the front and grab. It's nothing big.
Like, you know how most guys will suggest a threesome, they'll be like, they gotta be another girl. No, he's insistent. No, they gotta be another dude in there.
So, but he did say, but then it was crazy. I decided to watch the whole interview to see what he had to say.
With his wife, the new one? Or the old one?
No, this new one that came up. I don't know I don't know what the wife looked like. I don't know nothing. But it was just a whole interview with him saying, keep this booty. I told my wife everything. She knows the truth. I've been in jail since 15, 16, so I don't know how long he's been in jail. But he did ask, he said, is somebody out there want to give me booty, just help me or help me?
I didn't listen to that part.
I saw that because he did say, if someone want to help me, give me booty, please, like, help me, and I'll be greatly appreciated. And I'm like,
he is going to the market or whatever, following dudes out their car. I'm not sure.
He can't go to the market and walk by the package of rolls.
Oh shit!
I'll be like, oh, yeah, that video is in there. But sir, bring me those rolls. But sir, bring me.
But I don't know, because when I first saw him, I was like, wait, when did he get out? That's why I was shocked about it, because I'm like, when did he get out? Because I only heard about it that one time, and then when Boondocks did a parody of that shit, and that was still hilarious.
That was my thing. I didn't know that was based on a real person until after I saw the Boondocks episode.
Now, I knew he was a real person.
I didn't know either until y'all told me.
Yeah, I knew. I saw it before.
Yeah,
I've seen other videos.
I just happened to be playing around with YouTube, and I came across one that was like, the Booty Warrior is based off of him, and then I watched it, I was like, oh shit, that is him.
I've seen other prison videos where they were talking about how they mix like the poop and the urine together, or they throw it on you, and then they. Yeah, I watched other and then talking about like I've seen that before. But in this topic is the same vein as the Jalen Green video. So Jalen Green is a basketball player. Do you know what team he goes for? No. I mean, I think I know what team he plays for now. You know what I mean? But man, I gotta look this up to make sure I'm correct.
Boss.
But I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Bruh, I'm sorry.
So he does play. It says he plays for the Houston Rockets. Interesting. He's fairly young. He's 21 years old. When did he get all tattooed up like that? What's wrong with him? Clearly compensating. But
wow, really?
but so there was I don't know if it was it old or new, but there was a video circulating of him playing around and humping another teammate of his. But it was like regular, like whatever you think is humping. One boy was laying down with his legs wide open, and Jalen was in between his legs, and was humping him like this. And the boy who was on the bed getting humped was making noises and look. Yeah, I don't even want to just watch the video. It's just
that shit looked too real.
It looked too comfortable.
Right.
And then the fact that there was a bunch of niggas around watching it too and laughing, like, I was just like, huh?
Because I don't even remember I don't even think that's guys talk and shit like that in the locker room.
Nah.
I don't believe that.
The thing is, why would you record that and why post it? Like, why put it up? What was the point? You could do that in private.
Oh, nobody could have been known. Y'all could have, even if you came to find out you were a down low or you did that on the side, I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, there's just certain things when it comes to that. I feel as though not everybody needs to see.
No.
Nobody.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. Because now, people who are cool with you at one point, seeing that, now they will view you
differently. Regardless if you were playing or not, I know people play differently. There was a whole video. There was a whole video on Blair TV of the boy, what's his name, Turk from Cash Money, talking about how they would play with each other and kiss each other on the lips and smack each other on the ass, whatever he was saying.
That's almost like what I saw about the Allen boys.
Oh, but they're brothers.
Yes. So
we'll show you after.
We will show you after, and we definitely need to talk about that.
Yeah. You might not like you know who the island boy. It's like two white guys tatted up. They're really young. You could have done the cricket part. That would have been perfect for them.
Yeah.
We'll show you after.
We will show you after.
We will fill you in.
Oh, is this someone I'm supposed to know?
No, I don't want to know either. It was someone else showed me.
And I saw the whole thing.
We have a lot of topics that are revolving around booty. So Blueface was accusing his younger son of possibly not younger son, his oldest child, of being gay.
Because he was not. His son was worried about getting snacks instead of being in the living room.
Where there's
what?
There's what?
No,
booty. Booty. This is a booty topic. But so his child's mother, is her name Jalen? I don't know her name. She was in the living room with the other girls throwing money. I don't know what they were doing, but they were half naked.
That was my question, right?
Why would you have a kid around that? Exactly. So the kid was naturally like what kids do, or what I would do in that situation, because I'm hungry. He was inside the pantry trying to get some snacks, and that's what he acts like, a brother. His dad came in there and asked him, "Why aren't you in there with the girls, half-naked girls in there? You're not gay, is you? You're not gay, is you?" Why he got some things in his hands? He's a kid.
Like that was like a wrong thing to say. That was stupid for him to come at your son. Like, okay, because he's not in a room with half-naked women, and even if his mom, you said his mom was there too.
Yeah.
So like
she was in the front with the girl.
Right. So why would
that would just be weird for me. Why would I be there with a girl and my mom?
Exactly.
Why would my mom and dad have? It's called go to grandma's house or grandpa's house or nanny or take you upstairs and or what?
Take you upstairs, put the headphones on, and you watch TV or something like that, so you don't hear everything.
Right.
But you don't do that. And I saw all of the negative comments that he got, the backlash he got back to the point. He had to shut down his Twitter because of that shit.
And this is the thing. People have to realize you are incriminating yourself with anything. Incrimination is not just for when you do dumb shit and dumb crimes. It's literally for anything. You did not have to go online, record the video, and then post it. You did not have to do that. No one asked for that.
Y'all do niggas for something else.
Y'all want to post every
But
single
my
thought,
thing
and then when people come back at your ass, be mad. Like, where did this come from?
But my thing is this: what would happen if your son didn't come out to be? Because you already do that.
Hey, the way you abuse women in front of him, he might, you know, you don't know.
That's the thing.
And I'm sorry, I probably would have been looking for food too, because who fucks on the empty stomach? Just saying.
Kids? You know about kids?
I'm talking adults.
You mean Blueface would have been looking for snacks too?
Probably should have been.
Listen, all I know is that whole thing is a hot mess, and the fact that he's gonna have another kid with somebody is just, that's a circus over there.
He never have another kid.
Yeah, with the girl Krishan, the girls that I'm listening to.
Why does something not appropriate?
Well, he had 2 kids with the one girl, Jaden, and then he's having another one.
Clearly, his morals aren't where they should be as far as being a parent.
No,
Like,
he's not. He ain't shit. If you're
stop
not
opening y'all legs to this nigga. For real.
Yeah. He first of all, someone there's always gonna be someone who's gonna take that from him. So
It's just desperate. It is sad sometimes. Because, like, you see it, and it's like, how's he a father? Like, what does he do anyway? Like, I still.
Blueface baby, bust down, nothing wrong. Bust down.
No, but what's his career? I don't even know.
He was a rapper, but he's very trash and he cannot rap on beat to save his life. You know how some Anglo-American dance? That's how he raps. No, he's significantly bad. I don't know if you listen to him. I'm gonna show you that too after. We got 2 videos to show you. I'm gonna show you
never heard of
30
this.
seconds of a terrible Blueface song, and we're gonna show you the Ivan Boy video. But we are still on Blueface because
I want to make it sound like we all hurt.
we are still.
So we about to make
You
it.
you never seen Senseless, the movie Senseless, where he like zoomed in and he was kissing the girl's butt? I gotta watch the movie Senseless.
I've seen Senseless.
Okay, like,
But you have to make it.
you like,
But why you have to make the face?
I'm a warrior.
Okay.
No, I'm not a warrior. I'm not. Which one of you guys looked up the reason why or saw the reason why Tom Holland was trending online?
I did.
And did you find what you were looking for?
I gotta get off Twitter. That's what I got to say.
All I knew
I gotta get off Twitter.
Tom Holland. He's doing a Apple Plus show called The Crowded Room.
The Crowded Room, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually where that scene is.
Yeah, it's
And apparently this is one of his toughest rules he said he's ever done.
All right.
And he said, no pun intended, that it broke him.
he did. That's why he said he had to take a break.
Anything ever killed before. We all gotta take a break into that.
But I did look up his story of what the show was all about. But actually, it's supposed to be talking about. He plays a character called Danny Sullivan. Danny Sullivan is based off a true story.
Yeah.
And that he had this, like, every person he's been with is always went missing, and he doesn't know what happened from the time he's been around them. So now,
Because he has like different personalities.
yeah,
right?
he had different personalities. So he doesn't know what happened with me because his memory is blank.
I was not prepared to see Spider-Man get back on.
So for the guys who don't know, in the 30-second or less clip that was posted online on Twitter that had the Twitter streets up in arms, just going crazy. Tom Holland is in a bathroom. It looks like a club. Right? It looks like a club. It's very dark and dingy, and then there's a big black guy right behind him. And
fucking the shit out of him.
Damn,
That's the best thing I can
we
put
all
in.
want a big black guy behind us. You feel me?
I don't. What do you mean?
You tell me you would hear somebody in your ear. I'm not sure. You know,
this man will run his ass over and out the door.
Exactly. That That door
You
back
can't
there.
run when he scooped you up.
That door back there.
He will scoop you right up.
That door back there is for drop offs only. It's not for delivery. No.
Oh, no. Special delivery. This package is going back. But yeah, so that was his toughest role. I am interested to see it. Besides, I feel like, remember the same thing happened with Swarm with Chloe Bailey?
Yeah, I had to watch it afterwards.
Yeah, I did, but only because I like dancing. It's not because of her. I just wanted to watch for him. I love me some chocolate men. But will you guys watch the show? I don't have Apple Plus.
Neither do I.
I don't have it.
Watch it anyway.
I don't have it, but if it came on like Netflix or something like that, I would probably go watch it just to see.
Apple Bundy.
The boots with the bird.
The whole club was looking at her.
She hit the floor. She hit the floor.
Shut it down.
No. Moving right along, we're gonna get into a little quick sports segment. They did the ESPYs, was it this past weekend or the weekend before that? The ESPYs are literally like this athletic award show. I don't really watch like that. They honored LeBron again. I just feel like I'm tired.
You got issues with LeBron.
No, I don't have issues, but you feel like you ever just feel like you've been seeing the same, like he's so synonymous with basketball. It's like I don't even know anyone else. You know what I mean? And I fell off with basketball. I used to follow basketball like 3-4 years ago. I would follow heavy. I've fallen off. My life has been catching up with me. So
I haven't been to basketball. Maybe so already. Shout out to Ryan Davis.
We gonna get there. He sold the patch of his hair to me, you know. He sold that. But they were honoring LeBron James. His family came up there, beautiful family. His wife is so pretty. But what? I like shit, but I'm joking. It's entertainment.
You know what? They say the woman is like at least 10% black to every woman.
No, I'm not curious. I know exactly what you got. I got the same thing. I'm not curious about that. I'm curious about that. But then that leads into the KD topic. So KD was on his burner account. He has a burner account.
He did at one point. I don't know if he still does.
Because the name that it came from that they tweeted. So what's his name? Ryan
Davis.
Ryan Davis is a comedian. Would you guys say he's like an internet comedian?
Like certain things he said is funny, and he will say he breaks out fast and stuff like that. So when KD decided to come at Ryan Davis and say you're a whack ass comedian and talk about you, and that would be great because Ryan Davis KD made the comment saying offense. He made the statement saying offense wins rounds.
I forget who started it, but someone said defense was champion.
No. KD talked about saying offense.
Okay.
KD said offense wins championships. So Ryan Davis decided to say, no, I disagree. Defense.
And most NBA experts agree with Ryan Davis.
Defense wins championships. So when KD, so when KD decided, you know what, I'm not going to stop with you. So when KD tried to come at Ryan Davis because of that statement that he disagreed, said defense was rings, man.
Wait, he got mad over that?
Yeah, KD got mad and went after Ryan.
You gotta understand, KD has become a big tough guy since he left Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of a sudden now, because he got the championship ring, he feel like he can.
What's Russell doing now?
Russell was. He's in he put the Clippers now.
Was he been in the Lakers?
He was.
Okay, that's the last time I remember.
So when Katie came after Ryan for saying that you a lame ass comedian that you don't know what you're talking about, Ryan Davis took to the internet and
he flamed this man for 5 minutes straight
and brought up all the receipts that this man had. He had everything on his ass. I said, damn. I even looked. I said, Ryan, chill.
He didn't have to go in like that.
You could have left the video on, went to the bathroom, came back, and he was still roasting.
Look,
he roasted his ass. And what fucked me over the most was when he said, after you got your ass beat by the Golden State Warriors, that you left that team to come into join them. Yeah. And I said, damn.
Look, KD used to be one of my favorite players until that moment when he went to Golden State. Mm-hmm. So when Ryan was going in and then started on that, I lost it because I'm like, yo, he did not have to bring that up.
He didn't. But he threw, I was like, yo, I was almost about to comment because I saw on Instagram. I was ready about to comment Ryan, like, yo, chill. Like, he's done.
Yo, and then what made it so bad is they mentioned it on ESPN. First take or whatever.
Yeah.
Andrew Perkins like, yo, KD, you need to chill. You just got your ass flamed by an internet comedian.
Exactly. Yo, like when I saw ESPN even talk about it, I said, damn. I said, you need to end your career.
That's bad anytime a network that's supposed to be biased towards you.
Even they was like,
say something else like, listen, just shut your mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. And we agree with that, right?
I agree with Ryan. Like,
no, I'm saying most of the people agree with him. Like what he was saying.
Like Durant has become real sensitive ever since he won the two championships. It's like, dude, everyone in the NBA gets criticized at some point. Like, stop taking this shit so fucking personal.
But that was I don't care what nobody said. Ryan destroyed them.
Shout out to you, my boy. Like, I love you for that.
I followed you, shit. No, I'm like, look, if you hear us,
he presented it like it was a PowerPoint. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, he had that show a whole PowerPoint. He said you only 10 foot, but you was injured. Your team kept playing with the championship without you. I said shit. It was like, when you supposed to have that one teamer, that team player that hurt, and everything, your whole team falls because that one person. When you got hurt, your rest of the team still kept playing.
They got better.
I said shit.
He brought up Draymond. I was like, damn. Because Draymond really did say that. So I'm like, you don't need you. When Ryan brought it up, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, Draymond.
We don't need you. He's stepping over people.
When you punch your own teammate in the face,
punching people in the face.
You got issues.
Putting your nuts on people's foreheads. Like, come on. And then on the topic of basketball, Mo was saying that he had listened to Larsa Pippen and what's his name? Marcus Jordan, who's Michael Jordan's
son of Michael Jordan. The GOAT.
He was listening to their podcast. I don't even know why they have a podcast together. That's how you know people be capitalizing on some bullshit. Because why do you two have a podcast? No one, never mind. So they have a podcast because Larsa Pippen, who is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, who is or was Michael Jordan's teammate back in the day when they both played for the Chicago Bulls. So if we were to do a graph, it would be like these two people and then these people and that people, they had kids. So she's dating her ex-husband's teammate's son. It just, and now a lot of people try to justify saying, oh, Jordan and Pippen weren't that close, blah, 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 blah. It's the relation of it. It's the knowing. You don't have to be that close. It's weird. It's awkward. It's just
knowing that you dated my ex-teammate's son. Like, would it be weird? Yeah,
it's weird.
It depends on who you are in the scenario.
Okay, Brandon. But yeah, it is weird.
But my thing is this.
Depends on who you are in the scenario.
No, okay, I don't understand when you say depending on the scenario, because the son is like, okay, I'm dating a woman, whatever. But I feel like the woman, the son, because that's used to be your ex-husband's team.
You cannot tell me she did not see him as a boy, that she did not know him when he was a kid.
According to what they said on their podcast,
Allegations.
she did. Okay.
Exactly.
She did not babysit him. They were not close. Their families did not hang out. They only met recently and were friends first before they got in a relationship.
Why are you being friends with her? That's
Why
weird.
not?
What do you mean, why not? That's weird.
For who?
So how old is she?
She's 49.
It's
He's
not-
32.
It's not even about the age difference. It's the relation. It's weird. So if they get together, you gonna be the stepdate to my children.
Now, that's the only
Like
part I
that
have
shit
problem
is
with.
weird.
Because
And the
her
thing is-
oldest son is 22. And I'm not calling a nigga 10 years older than that.
And then on top of that, we watched the Last Dance documentary. I'm sorry, Scottie Pippen felt like he was getting shit on for a long time. And now this is like
Well,
twisting the knife to the.
This is where I got MJ back because Scotty's whole beef is the Last Dance was mostly about Jordan. Who the fuck was it going to be about?
No, I don't have an issue with that. What I'm saying
Or like
is,
his problem is how he was portraying it. But you were acting like everything you were portraying. Your issue was Mike didn't go to bat for you when it came time to renegotiate your contract. The owner told you don't sign an original deal because the TV revenue getting ready to go up and everybody getting ready to get broke off. Mike told you not to sign that deal, and your stupid ass still signed it anyway? Nah, you fucking young for that.
it's not that. I personally feel like he gets a bad rep. Like, people always look at him like, you know how some people look at like dynamic duos as one of them is better than the other. So if Jordan is Batman, he's Robin. He always gets the short end of the stick and then gets, how do I say this, like overshadowed, should I say?
Unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
One guy is the GOAT and the other guy is Scott Billy.
That's why I said this is so much worse. Imagine the nigga who people been comparing you to for years, and now
I'm
your
sorry.
son is dating my
I'm
ex-wife.
sorry. One guy is still selling shoes to the day and he ain't played a game in years. When the last time anybody walked up with shoes?
You're just proving my point. I'm not talking about public perception. I'm talking about how he must feel.
I understand that.
Like, this must be awkward for him.
It must be, but at the same time, Marcus is girl. Your ex is girl. Who gonna check them? No, I do hear what you're saying.
Look, I understand both perspectives. I understand what you're saying and I understand what he's saying. But at the same time,
it's 1,000,001 people on this planet. And you're telling me, how did you guys meet?
You like who you like.
How did they meet?
I don't know how they met.
Who they met through?
I don't know how they met. I just know that according to them, they were hanging around in the same circles or whatever, and they just happened to become friends before they started dating. Like, if Scotty got a problem with that sounds like a him problem.
because if it was an issue, he would have been said something by now. If he didn't say anything, then he's
I
okay
understand
with it.
if Marcus was like underage or whatever, okay, fine, we have a problem. Marcus 32. Your ex-wife, that's the part that keeps getting left out of it. Your ex-wife is 49. They're not doing them wrong.
It's weird. I
Yeah,
think it's very weird.
Is it weird? Probably, but unfortunately, Marcus ain't doing nothing that the average Negro wouldn't do. And any man who says they would not, fucking lying.
Well, that goes into our next topic. Talking about, would you ever consider dating, aka sleeping with, being with your mother, father's co-workers, friends, whoever, someone close to you?
If I was single, my mom had a friend like Barcelona, you motherfucking right I would.
I wouldn't either. I feel like there's too many people on this earth for me to just be in that type of predicament.
We both grown and she hanging at me the right way. What you doing?
I wash your drawers, baby.
When did she wash my drawers? Because she said she never made it.
No, but my thing is this: I understand what he's saying, what he's talking about with that, because it's like you have to come the right way with certain things. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, it's like you're my mom's friend or coworker, or dad's friend, coworker,
And you know
and
how
then,
long?
and it's like you've been now. If he, let's say, if my dad had a coworker and he's been around a lot, then I would say no. Because I wouldn't put myself in that predicament because if anything happened, my dad would have found out. Then all this issues would get, like, it's too much.
You know how long the average Negro is going to think on that? 0.1 seconds.
It's not really exactly. Most people won't think on that, but I know I would. Most people, I would. I'm not an average nigga, if you know.
Preach. Bozo. Bozo yourself.
Hey,
Bozo yourself.
I'm not wrong. I'm gonna keep it real. Fuck it. I'm doing it. If I'm single and she come at me the right way,
The only way this would ever be plausible in my mind is if, let's say that they weren't close. They didn't know each other, and she was like, "Oh, my," and then let's say, for years they had a falling out. Like that was when did they stop being Chicago Bulls? When did Jordan retire? When did Pippen retire?
Retired the second time after the 98, after the last year.
And then when did Scotty retire? 90 or 2000?
Scotty kept playing until like early 2000.
Okay, so I could see some time went away. And, time had passed. She broke up. Then she was with Future. And then, like, she was going to the clubs. And she just saw this guy. And she's like, oh, he's cute. And they were talking. And then she found out who he was. That is the only plausible reason.
Right.
Other than that, you cannot tell me you didn't know of him. You didn't know of his existence. You never met him. Like, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. You going to a game. His son was probably at the game. You've seen his son. Like, no, it's weird. It don't matter how you place it. People can do whatever they want to do. That's fucking weird.
I get what you're
Because
saying.
it sounds like you crying or you wanted to fuck his daddy and now you couldn't fuck his daddy. No, you fucking that. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
I get what you're saying. I was playing the opposite side. Who said it happened? Because according to everything that they said, according to the last
People lie.
I'm not saying that, but according, if you watch the Last Dance documentary, I tend to believe them because they're saying Jordan was a hard person to get along with and be around. This circle was small. It's not entirely impossible that she never knew of Marcus until they were adults.
Doubt it. I totally doubt it. Even when this man was in his 20s, you knew of him. You cannot tell me you never knew of him.
At 20, he's legal.
Look,
I see where we go with this conversation.
No, but this is a good conversation to talk about because it's like I see both sides that you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what he's saying. And it could be multiple possibilities, but I know this. At the end of the day, it's them. We could all sit here and argue like she's wrong, she a predator, no, she a cougar.
I don't think
Like,
she's wrong.
no, not wrong word. A cougar because she's dating his son or whatever. We could all say that, but at the end of the day, we don't know the true story. Mm-hmm. Now, if he come out and say she used to do this, that, third, then we can sit there and say, oh, she knew that she's wrong. But if she's saying it and he's saying it,
it's just like when Marcus used to say, I didn't meet my wife and have a conversation with her until she was of age. And it's like, but you knew of her. Because where would the conversation come from out of the blue one day? Like, you knew of her. That I don't care if you knew of somebody and you never been. You knew of this person. You knew of them. You knew there exists. Like, it's too many people in this world. I'm so sorry. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Marcus, shout out to my boy.
you the only one who would be all right.
Like I said, I don't see where either one of them doing anything wrong.
What if it was your kid in that predicament?
Yeah, with a friend or an ex-teammate of mine.
No, a friend of yours or a coworker of yours. Your daughter was dating one of your dude friends. Or some dude you knew of on the block and wasn't that close to.
They both grown. I can't stop that from happening. Now, if she's 16 and he grown as man, fuck away from my daughter. But she 20 and me, what, 30? What am I supposed to say?
Okay. To me, it's just weird. To me, like I said, there is a plethora of people on this earth. I don't know why people be acting like, oh, I couldn't. It's like when the story of Morgan Freeman marrying his step granddaughter, somebody like look it up. Mm-hmm. Exactly. That shit is weird. It's like
that is weird. I'll give you that.
I mean, why? But they're not related technically. But he raised her like a granddaughter.
But that's different.
How is it different?
Because this person actually raised someone. And this
we not related.
Talking about with my daughter and like one
we
of
not
my
related.
But
would you fuck a cousin by marriage?
No.
You wouldn't?
No. Any relationship?
I'm surprised. No, by marriage. That's not a relation.
If anything involving our families co-mingling at some point, no. I don't get third, fourth, fifth removed. No. You still family at some point. Fuck away from me. You can't do nothing.
That's almost like what Kevin
Gates, yeah. No. He said blood cousin. No. That's
like, no. Like, I'm not normalizing.
Listen, I'm just trying to see where your limit is.
That's the limit. If we are any sort of relation somewhere, that's the limit.
I'm just well, marriage is not relation. Marriage is just by association.
I do not.
Because you could be married, whoever could be married to somebody and you not be close to them. It's like if let's say you had an uncle and he be married to this lady and you never met her daughter and then you show up, you were single, and you show up to this house party and you vibing with her and you like, oh, I'm so-and-so's daughter. You like
whatever it is, right there.
Right there, because then when you find out
that's too weird.
I'm surprised.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are scenarios where I will go through certain shit, but I do have certain limits that I will not cross.
That's all I'm thinking.
I know.
But yeah, me and Avery would not be a parent, a co-worker, or friend. Only you. Yeah, I can't. I don't want the association. I don't want to be how I know you were. I'm good with that.
Let me preface that with this. If you have been around me my entire life, babysat me the whole thing, no, I ain't doing that. But if you just a friend of my mom's who happen to come over every now and then, we never really associated, and I'm a grown ass man and you approach me. Fuck yeah.
Oh, your son put it down on me last night, girl.
That's between her and my mom at that point.
Like, yo, she got that fire. Yeah, it's my daughter. Like, it's weird. I'm sorry.
At that point, that's between her and my mom at that point.
Yeah, that's weird. I can't do it. I would never do it. I'm sorry. It's too many people on this earth. I'm so sorry. I cannot. So we're gonna get into this new update about the student loan forgiveness. It says that Biden administration announces $39 billion in student debt relief following administrative fixes. Now, this was a few days ago, but immediately after that, they're saying that someone is trying to take him to court and actually block it. Now, what kind of foolishness is that?
Like I said before,
that's some hateration, holleration.
Because they're trying to say that he don't have the authority to do that, but he'll have the power to do that. That's between the company and the people that they signed the loans for. I'm like, but that's bullshit. And
he called us like that. That's bullshit.
It's bullshit because when people have them PPF loans, how many of them checks was forgiven? And it was over.
Oh, BBA?
Yeah, that BBA loan for when everybody was doing it during the pandemic. How many people had that?
Hold on, not everyone.
Not everyone.
Not me.
I didn't have one.
You did?
I know someone who did, but I didn't.
Oh no, I didn't.
And everybody misused
I was real life laid off. Like everybody these was niggas who ain't working in years. I got a business. I got a boutique online.
I was getting regular unemployment. I didn't get the other shit.
Do you think that was a ploy by the government?
What, the
To get, yes.
I would got it.
I won't be surprised if it did
because why would you give money to somebody who's just like, yeah, I own a business? Like, you need proof.
Exactly.
Like you got LLC, you got this, you got paperwork, you got licenses, insurance. Like, nah, that's some bullshit.
And then you had to show proof that you had it, and if you couldn't show it, then you got locked the hell up.
Yeah, that's after the fact. Right. They was giving out money left and right. They wasn't asking for no proof. They was just buying Beamers and different cars, going on different trips. Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all stupid. Even if I did that, the first thing I would have done is make sure my shit is all.
I would save all of that money. Right. I wouldn't spend a dime of that money.
I wouldn't even even if I did, I'd probably make sure all my bills is up to date. I would
pay all my bills, I would save half of it, pay my bills, and then keep the rest out my checking account. Right. People don't know what to do with money. People I knew $11.
Never gave you niggas money.
$11, $12,000, $15,000. I'm like, what? We get that chunk of money in one period of time? Like,
and then I know there was some, I know there was some, they was I think they said the most I heard they was doing was almost 100,000.
Who got that?
Somebody.
I think Baby Blue from Pretty Ricky, he the one that got. Yeah, he went to jail. We cut off, y'all. We cut off, y'all. I think I'm gonna skip the 2D Fruity song. We'll probably say that for next week. We going long.